Hello, this time we look into a sonnet written by William Shakespeare. It is called Sonnet 116, Let Me Not to the Marriage of True Minds. A sonnet is a 14-lined poem originated in Italy. It got popularized and recognized as a major form of love poetry during the 14th century. It got introduced to English language by Sir Thomas Wyatt in the early 16th century.
There are mainly two types of sonnets, the Petrarchan sonnet and the Shakespearean sonnet. The Italian sonnet or the Petrarchan sonnet consists of two sections, an 8-lined stanza called the octave and a 6-line stanza called sestet. The English sonnet or the Shakespearean sonnet has 3 quatrains and a couplet.
Shakespeare is said to have written 154 sonnets. Out of this, 1 to 126 of the sonnets are addressed to a fair youth, and the rest of them are addressed to a dark lady, both of their identity being a mystery unsolved till date.
Sonnet 116. Let me not to the marriage of true minds admit impediments. Love is not love which alters when it alteration finds, or bends with the remover to remove. Oh no, it is an ever fixed mark that looks on tempests and is never shaken. It is the star to every wandering bark, whose worth is unknown, although his height be taken. Love is not time's fool, though rosy lips and cheeks within his bending sickle's compass come. Love alters not with his brief hours and weeks, but bears it out, even to the edge of doom. If this be error, and upon me proved, I never writ, nor no man ever loved.
The sonnet talks about true love. It begins with the speaker saying that he will not cause or allow any impediments or obstacles in the union of two minds having true love for each other. And then he says about the aspects of true love. He says that it is immune to changing times and conditions. Even if one of the lover removes from the bond by being unfaithful, true love never bends with it. It is being compared to an ever-fixed mark or a lighthouse that guides a person towards the right direction during the hard times of his life. By comparing true love to a northern star, he says that its value is beyond all measures, even though its height could be taken. In the later lines, the speaker addresses time as a person carrying a sickle. Everything changed with the passage of time. Even youth comes under its sickle's range. But true love, unlike rosy lips and cheeks, is not time's fool. It survives even time, who is the ultimate destroyer of all things. The final couplet, or the last 2 lines of the poem, summarizes the whole idea and adds a logical reason to it. In the last lines, the speaker says that if whatever he said regarding true love be ever proved error, and if that is the case, then he has never written anything, or no man on earth has ever loved, which are practically impossible. So by this he concludes it that all his whatever he said on true love can never be proved wrong. And now, as we have finished a short summary of the poem, let's move to the technical side of the poem, explaining its figure of speeches and other techniques which is being used.
The sonnet is a typical example of English sonnet with 3 quatrains and a couplet. The figure of speeches used in the poem are metaphor and personification. The ever-fixed mark that remains unshaken by tempests and the star that guides the wandering bark or the lost ship are the metaphors used to compare true love to. Time is personified as the one carrying a sickle with which he cuts man's life, youth, and possessions. The rhyming scheme of the poem is A, B, C, D, C, D, E, F, and G, G.
The poetic language is said to be strongly persuasive and resonant, its style being noble and grand. It is indeed Shakespeare's profession of faith regarding the ideal of constancy of love.